This is Barton Basketball on B1043, The Point.
Back in Grape Inn, Barton on top of Hutchinson 50-34 at halftime. Hall of Fame Day. We were talking with Ken Doc Henderson getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Also Ebby Raw in that class as well. Kevin Ellis getting inducted, a standout on the soccer pitch for Barton in a couple years, 2009 through 2011, a two-time All-American. You guys got some records that are still standing, including most goals in a season, and went on to play professionally as well. First of all, congratulations to you. Nice job.
Thanks.
What was it like when you first received the call from Barton saying that, hey, Kevin, you're going to be inducted? What was that like for you?
It was pretty surreal. I kind of think things like this are for guys like Doc, right? Guys who have had a super lasting impact on the school, and I think that maybe I was a little naive to some of the things that I was able to accomplish here just because I was having so much fun doing it. And so to look back and to put all those things into perspective, it's pretty special. It's an honor.
What was your decision like coming to Barton? What was the recruiting process like for you and eventually deciding to come to Barton?
It was kind of pretty easy. I, out of high school, started training with Sporting Kansas City with the first team, and we were talking about going into preseason, and then that first preseason training I had with them, I got injured. And so we were kind of like, do you sign a contract with them and hopefully get better, or do you find another solution? And luckily there were some connections with the coaches there, the coach here at the time, and he called me up and said, hey, I don't know what you're thinking, but I think you should give us an opportunity to come out here and check it out. Let me talk to you, see if we can put a plan together, and hopefully give you a really good experience and prepare you to take that next step in a couple years if it comes your way.
What do you remember about your 2 years here at Barton? What are some of the things that stand out to you when you reflect back on your time?
Oh man, the friendships. I was just talking to a couple people. Some of the teammates that I have, I still talk to this day. And I think that's what's so special about a place like this is, there's not a ton to do, right, outside of the athletics and, I got to say the academics too, right?
Right. Good answer.
So you have a lot of bonding time with your teammates, right, and guys from other sports too. And the history of athletics here is so rich, and it's everybody who's able to come here and play on a sports team here is really good at what they do, right? Circumstances, here or there, right, might bring them here. But, these guys and girls that play on these teams, they're Division I players,
right,
in my opinion, in every sport. So it's cool to, pick the brains of different athletes, whether that's in the weight room or how they prepare for things. It was those relationships and friendships that I formed here, are lifelong.
Eventually going on to play professionally, you mentioned Sporting KC. When did it kind of click in your head that, hey, I got a chance to do this at a high level, at the professional level?
Yeah, I think the realization was that, like, my senior year of high school, when I started kind of training with these guys, in the summer, sometimes before school, I would go train with the first team or the reserve team when the team was out of town. So I got a taste of what that could be like. And then coming here, and after I came here and watched the team play, I would put some of the guys that I played with on my teams here up with some of the best players I played with at the professional level too. There's a lot of talent, and I think, after watching the team play and practice, I was like, man, I would love to be a part of this. Came here, and my teammates helped me a ton. They kept me focused, kept me grounded. There was a handful of us, probably 6 or 7 of us, that we probably spent the majority of our time in the weight room, or in the Kirkman here.
It's changed a little bit.
Yeah,
since
it has changed a little bit. But, we spent a lot of time in here, kicking the ball back around. I think we came to every basketball game. Just spent our time kind of just swarmed with sports and working out and kind of putting blinders on and focusing on what the end goal was. And for me, that was making it to the next level and playing professionally.
And that you did. Hey, congratulations, Kevin. Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's Kevin Ellis, a Hall of Fame inductee this year, a former soccer player for Barton Community College. At halftime, Barton on top of Hutchinson, 50-34. We'll get you ready for the second half after this on B104.3, The Point.